Everyone who is interested in poultry farming, let's have a chat today. What has stopped you from starting this business? This is a question. Let's chat. Is it the chicken house? Is it the drinkers, feeders, the chicken themselves? Sweetheart, do not wait to build or to construct this abundant house that I started with. Anything can be a chicken house. Look at these poles in these windows here in this chicken house. They are medium size. If you get such poles, they can help you start a chicken house. You see these iron sheets below? These are small iron sheets that can make a boundary on your chicken house. You don't need to start with a luxurious chicken house. You don't need to make a floor. This is a floor with soil. I have 4 chicken houses, but I still have 2 chicken houses that don't have any concrete on the floor. Look, I just sold off the chicken droppings from the chicken house. So you can make anything perfect the way you want it to be, as long as you're making money. Anyway, if you don't have capital, at least start with the birds that can make you a living. You're having children, they can lay eggs, and those children can eat those eggs from those chicken. On a daily basis, you cut off the cost of buying the trays of eggs on a daily basis. So that is minimizing your expenditure. If you don't have drinkers, don't buy them. Use the buckets. We all buy detergents. So those small buckets can act as your drinkers in your birds. So use them. Don't buy anything. You see, this chicken house can raise 300 to 400 birds. This chicken house here, but not everyone is capable of raising the money that can start 300 chicken on a farm. But if you can start with 3 birds, 5 birds, that is one step ahead of you. Instead of waiting until you make a lot of money that can start, you're wasting your time. Start with that little that you're having, then make a difference later. I use basins, I use these jerry cans. Anything can become a feeder or a drinker. Use your old buckets to become your feeders, the old flampens to become your chicken feeders. You can use those. For the beginning, everything has to be bought. But if you don't have money, utilize the things that are around you to make a living. Save money and make money before you get some good capital. Then you're going to think of the feeds. Yes, they need the feeds. But for us, we grew up in families where the chicken look for their own feeds and they survived. So if you don't have money to buy the feeds, then rest. Let them free outside, or bring the grass, give them the drinking water, wait for tomorrow until you get the money to buy them feeds. Because we thought that the local birds only depend on the insects, the grass, so that they survive, even the leftover food that we eat. So if you don't have money, don't think of buying expensive things. Don't think of stressing yourself because of feeds. Anything can become food for the chicken. The vegetables, the fruits, anything that you're having can make chicken feeds. So don't stress yourself. This is not something that is very difficult to start, because people that are doing such business, they're not creating magic. They don't even have any magic. because they were not born with such skills to build the chicken houses, to build big farms, but they had that love that one day they have to get the farms to where they want. They're not aliens that something can come the way they want it, but you have to put in your work, you have to put in your love, then you get the results. So don't wait, don't sit until you collect amount of money. If you're having a full-time job, these are holidays. Your children, even if they are 10 years old, 7 years old, they can work in your chicken. Even this chicken house, if you're having a child that has 7 years and above, that child can work in such bunch of chicken. So don't wait for them until they make 15 years and above, because they learn from this work. That is when they grow up expanding their mind. What we see while growing up is what we do in life. Most of us, we grow up seeing that in our families. For us, we were gardening, we had some few birds, and we grew up thinking that that is the only business that we can do. And we have pushed this business to an extent that we had 5 to 7 birds at home, and now the farm is bigger. We used to sleep with the birds in the house, in the same bedroom. Right now, the chicken has their own houses. So teach your children the work that you're having at home. Don't wait for them until they grow up. This is an investment that you're giving your child in their mind. So it is their choice to decide whether they take it or they search for employment. But to start farming is quite a life-changing. Never think negatively, because every business has its own challenges, but you can handle. If you wake up in the morning and it is raining, you don't have a car, you have to report to the work, then it looks to be difficult. But when you're dealing with farming, you just move out of the house, go and collect eggs, give your chicken feeds, enter the house and have your tea. You know how special that business is? How beautiful that kind of business is? It brings money on a daily basis. How you look at your birds, your animals flying like, I feel like I'm in the sky when I'm seeing my birds are healthy. They're giving me what I want. So you can start with those few chicken and expand later. That love you show your birds, that love you show your business, it will help you grow more than me. Maybe for me, I'm capable of raising only these 5,000, but for you, you're capable of raising 10,000, even more than that. You only need to be strategic and even show the love of the work that you want to start. Be with that passion. You know what it means for the money to find you at home. You sell your birds from the farm, you sell your eggs from the farm, the money finds you at home, the droppings from home. You don't need to put in any transport costs. It's really amazing to deal with farming. It's really very, very amazing. Look at how healthy these birds are. Wow. So I always tell you that anyone can be anything. If you want change in your life, please don't overthink about it. Just start. Please start. It makes me smile every time I enter the chicken house. Look at the chicken, how healthy they are. Look, this is the upper floor, but just look at the chicken. It's really amazing. Never think that it is impossible for you to have what you want, to get what you want in life. So stand up and start your life. Challenge yourself by the end of 2025 and see what will happen in your life. I love you so much. Let's meet in the next one.